Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, my Pisces friends and friends of Pisces. This is the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot, and hey, I am Zachary. Thank you guys for joining me here, and welcome to my table. Happy new moon in Pisces here as well. Happy new moon in you, you guys. So I'm going to dive right on into your message here, channeling through meditation with spirit. The first the first thing that came through was Donde está? Where is something is what was coming through. The next thing that I saw was there were three circles of the same size that started overlapping each other. And what came to mind was color. So red, yellow, blue overlapping to make the secondary and tertiary colors. The next message that came through was I will meet you where all of the colors combine. And then the last component that came through was you know where to find me. So seems to be very light, a very light message coming through. And this makes sense that messages have been particularly deep, I guess, moving into this new moon in Pisces. I did intend to get you guys and Scorpio recorded yesterday as well. After I finished Cancer, though, it was super, super heavy, and I had to take a break. So I'm back. I wanted to get this together for you guys. So let's move into your tarot messages. This is the Light Seers Tarot I'm going to be starting with. I am really interested. This was one in particular that having that message come through, was like, what? What is going on? So I'm curious to see, I don't know, maybe that already means something to somebody. I'll meet you where the colors combine. You know where to find me. Let's find out, my Pisces friends. So, Spirit, what do we have here for Pisces in this period? Any messages? And you guys, please comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. All great ways to support me in the growth of this channel, and I truly appreciate it, everybody. I literally could not do this without you. I did hit 5 months here on the 6th of March. Today is the 9th, so I'm loving this, you guys. Love it. Month number 5, we're talking about change. So if you're interested in personal readings as well, I do have that available. You can check out the description of the video. There's a link to my website, okay? And stay tuned till the end. I will give you some information on how to win a free reading, okay? If you're interested. 7 of Cups comes through here. So this is your hope. Hope's dreams, what you want. I feel very much, I'm drawn to that fish in the cup of the Page of Cups. This concept of needing to pull something down into this reality. So the 7 of Cups represents all of these different ideas, choices, but they're kind of floating around in the dream realm, sort of like you, Pisces. And I feel you guys are probably, especially anyone who you have any Pisces in your chart, feeling some more interesting dreams or experiencing some more interesting experiences in the dream realm. Pisces is a very, very dreamy and intuitive sign. And having a new moon in Pisces, it very much seems like, I mean, at least in my experience here so far, there's been some very detailed and deep messages coming through. So I feel like what you're wanting in this period is to make something, what comes through is like to make the impossible possible. What either someone has told you or what maybe you have told yourself in the past to be impossible, you are wanting to bring that down into this reality. But I do feel like there might be some resistance even within yourself to pull this down. Maybe you're still doubting. Let's see. Let's keep going. So this is the Deviant Moon Tarot. Spirit, what messages do we have for Pisces here? And all messages are timeless, you guys. So please, if you do feel drawn to something, I encourage you to take a look. There is a message in there for you. And know that you found this message at the time that you needed to find it, okay? All messages are also general messages, so please keep that in mind. You are intelligent, and you are also a powerful co-creator here. So please use your head, heart, and intuition to decipher which messages are for you. And if they are not for you, it's okay to leave them right where they are. Okay. Check out your rising moon and Venus, any other major placements in your chart for additional messages and guidance. You are more than your sun sign, and I dare you guys to look. Okay. So Temperance comes through here. This is your fear, aversion, anxiety. Interesting, kind of being in that dream realm here. So this is very much like going with the flow, changing something, taking one thing as it is and making it into something else, finding the harmony and balance between something. I feel like that's what the restriction is here in bringing this fish down, like I said, into that page of cups, which is very much like you are that fish. There is a flow that's happening right now, and the resistance here may be to going with that flow. Are you very intuitive? Are you very attached to these dreamy, etheric realms? Yes. Can you still experience resistance because it's difficult to be human? Hell yes. And that's what I'm feeling here is like there's an energy of like doubting you. And this journey that you're on. Let's get into it. Let's see where this is going. Donde está? Is this going? So in your general to start, you have Four of Pentacles. I do feel like we're talking about how you feel stable or secure. I feel right away, actually, this may be some of the difficulty in going with this flow. The Four of Pentacles can very much be hanging on to what does allow us to feel safe or stable, but it can be kind of like a miser action or an over attachment. So I'm feeling like this is a component that may be restricting you from riding that wave, riding that current, Pisces. And that's understandable, all right? I am human too. I have a Pisces North Node, so I do feel this energy, certainly, and I can relate. Especially this year, especially with this channel, there's been a lot of these moments where I have needed to like let go of white knuckling the steering wheel here of life. And that's kind of what I feel like you may be going through as well. There is a need, but there's also a desire deep inside of you to let go a bit. The World comes in here next for your general. So I do very much feel like just like the new moon in Pisces here, that old cycle needs to end to move into this new cycle. Coming through here though, letting this end, and that's kind of where I feel like this like white knuckling action, there's 8:18 on the timer there, that white knuckling action, you might be holding on to the edges of the Ouroboros portal here. The devil you know is better, safer than the devil you don't know, right? It's not true, but that's what our ego likes to tell us. So I feel like this is where you guys are, right here at the threshold, right here at the precipice of stepping through the close of a cycle in a very substantial way. And this is something that I feel like you're even dreaming about in your sleeping and your waking life. Okay, let's keep going. Can we get some more information here, please, Spirit, on the general for Pisces? And this is the Murder of Crows Tarot. What else can we tell Pisces? Five of Swords. So this is there's your Page of Cups. I was just talking about that. Very much this like Page of Cups action, okay? You're wanting to bring something down into this reality. I love that. Five of Swords here, though, comes in. So this is conflict for conflict's sake. I feel like this is the message from your ego, that action that is hanging on to the walls here of the birth canal to get through this new cycle in your life, this new place that you're meant to be, you're destined to be. There is an encouragement to step away from this, okay? Your ego doesn't need to be a part of this leg of the journey. All right, Pisces. So the good stuff, moving into the good stuff here, you have Four of Swords to start. So some rest, some healing of the heart. I am drawn back to one reading in particular for you guys. I think it was at the end of last year. And it was talking about this process you were going through of like a major leveling up. And this feels very similar to that, like the final leg in this journey. And at that point, it was like your whole team was silent, almost feeling like they weren't there. You weren't feeling supported. And the point was for you to hear yourself. Like the no applause sign was on, like I said in that ring, the no applause sign was on, and they were waiting to cheer you on to get to this point. I feel like this is a similar sort of energy, but this is allowing you to really heal something in your heart, to heal the collective heart too. To give rest to all the rest of us too. This is okay. This is interesting. Let's keep going. King of Pentacles comes in here next with the Four of Swords, excuse me. So King of Pentacles is definitely wealth, you guys. It is material abundance. There's generosity attached to this as well. I feel like this is an energy that you are stepping into, and you're also allowing. It's like you're allowing this passage for others to experience this energy too, not with a direct effect from you necessarily. Maybe for some of you, yes, but more so like that concept of when we heal ourselves, we also heal those around us. In opening up this door that's leading to, I keep being drawn back to this meditation here of the central, the colors, where all colors meet, just like a white dot in the middle. That is where you're heading. What is this white dot? I don't know. I want to know though. Let's keep going. What other information do we have here, please, for Pisces? And the good stuff. Why King of Pentacles? I feel like things are, like you're shifting into an abundant timeline, you guys, because you're swimming there. Five of Cups comes through. Queen of Cups here at the bottom. Definitely a request to follow some intuition. That's a funny example. Okay, so not everybody's going to understand this necessarily, but like RPG video games, there's this system of battling where you fight and you gain experience and you level up. And that's, I mean, you could understand like getting experience, but literally like gaining experience points to gain additional skills. And that's what I'm feeling like you're using your intuitive abilities. And as you use this skill more, you're literally gaining experience points in this battle that are going towards leveling up this very particular skill of intuition, of protection. Like to get to this point where these colors are meeting, there is a need for a very specific protection. What I'm being shown is gold. So gold is a highly heat reflective material. It is here on this planet. Obviously, you know, we have made it very valuable. It is actually extremely valuable in space travel. Because of its ability to reflect heat, because there is friction that is caused when you move, also light that is coming towards a spacecraft as well. So that's what I'm being shown is there's this travel, this journey that you're on right now, and you're gaining, like you're mining for that gold right now. You're mining for gold, you guys, in order to keep you safe, to get you to this white star, whatever this is. Oh my gosh. So Five of Cups comes in here too to clarify the good stuff for you. Five of Cups is disappointment. Typically, the request is to move away or to turn from what has been lost, not to ignore it, not to invalidate yourself, but to focus on what you do have, the two cups that are still behind you. From this card, what I get is kind of a memory, like in this process of healing the heart and moving towards this wealth, what you're actually doing is looking at a situation or situations where there has been loss, where those three cups have spilled. And instead of feeling this disappointment, you're actually focusing on the wonderful, beautiful parts about whatever was lost. Because let's be real, nothing is ever 100% light, nothing is 100% dark. There's joy in sadness, there's sadness in joy. And I don't feel like this is something that you're even intentionally doing. There is a shift that's happening here, and you're starting to be able to see this like gold warmth, this glow inside of a situation or situations where it's been feeling like it's only been disappointment. So typically the Five of Cups is that turning away from that disappointment to what you already have. This feels very much like turn towards the gold in the darkness here. Like there's a hidden treasure in that situation. Oh God, you guys, it's like hyper jumping into. I kind of see that. I'll use this analogy sometimes, but in Mario, where you can like jump up above the game and walk over to these warp pipes that are hidden over on the side. That's sort of what this feels like. And in order to do this, to jump into this situation, to meet where all these colors are combining, all it is taking, 1717 on the timer there too, all it is taking is this awareness that the glow is there. There's something about just being aware of this that is doing some major shit, you guys. Ooh, this is exciting. Exciting. Okay, Five of Wands comes in here in what is dark, what is in the dark, what you may not see coming. First of all, I noticed because we had Five of Swords, Five of Cups, and now Five of Wands. 555, you guys. Major change. We're looking at some major change. So Five of Wands here, what you don't see happening is this. First of all, I see like that your subconscious is scheming, is brainstorming to get you towards this warmth, the glow of this gold. And gold is also the symbolic of the divine masculine. I feel like what is coming through here is, so we talk a lot about healing the divine feminine. We don't talk a lot about, or like the divine feminine healing the divine masculine. What is coming through is this concept of like self healing. So I'm being shown, I learned about this a while ago. Okay, let me try to bring this together, please, Spirit. The Romans had a very specific kind of concrete that if we were to make that now, it is very, very expensive. It would be very, very expensive. But because of the stuff that's inside of it, it is self-healing. When minor cracks would appear because of some specific minerals that were in there, as it rained or whatever, these minerals would fill in these cracks. Magical, I know. That's what is coming to mind with this idea of gold. Like the gold would not be self-healing itself with rain, with water, with maybe the divine feminine is what's coming through here. But it could self-heal if there were cracks in there with heat. It would be able to melt into itself and heal some cracks, right? So there's something about the divine masculine healing itself, which is, not to get too far into the balance of that, but the divine masculine is light, is the sun. The divine feminine is shadow, is the moon, is the dark, light and dark. But in both, there is also light and shadow. So there is a relationship between the two that is a constant relationship of the healed, what is healable, and the unhealed and what is unhealable. But within themselves individually, there are also components that need to be balanced, okay? And that's what I'm feeling. There's something about the divine masculine energy within all of us, within the collective, that is requiring some self-healing through heat. This heat here, okay? Just land that plane. This flame that everybody is climbing up here to achieve, it's like we all can feel that. I think it's pretty obvious that there is I mean, we'll call it toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity, or the dominating effect of the divine masculine in our society, is due to not allowing balance within each divine component, the anima and the animus, within us all and within the collective. And that is what I'm feeling like. This is like, we're in a time here where people are waking up to this. And I say people as in all of us, okay? I don't care what your parts are, or your chromosomes. That's not what any of this is about. We're talking about getting to that white star. And I don't feel like everybody is going to make the same sort of progress as a soul here, all right? I do feel like there is a split going on right now dimensionally between the third and the fifth. I do feel like some people are going to stay in the third while others move to the fifth, and they're going to coexist together, just like that relationship of the divine masculine and feminine. They are polar opposites, but they exist together, okay? That's what I feel like is going on here. So there's something about self-healing of the divine masculine. Ten of Swords comes out here next in the dark. I feel like this is dovetailing off of what I was just saying here. Like, we're at a point here where that balance or imbalance of the divine masculine is right now. We're full of swords, okay? We're at a point of all pain, no gain. There's no more room for swords. We can't take more divine masculine without something else being balanced out, okay? And that doesn't mean we kill the divine masculine, right? Because we would be killing the divine feminine too. It's reminiscent to me, or reminds me of, like, the ego. People talk about an ego death, like a complete ego death. I don't agree with a complete ego death. At least where we are here in an experience, we need some ego to survive, to interact with each other. I do feel like we're moving into a place where less ego is required. Just evolutionarily speaking, it is no longer as required. But if there were none, we would also have problems, okay? Very similar to the balance. Just like where we are right now with the divine masculine being out of balance because we've been lacking this divine feminine. Each and every one of us, male, female, non-binary, it doesn't matter. This is the receptive nature of all of us. And we all have wounds. We all have trauma in our lineage that we need to heal with the divine feminine. Again, it doesn't matter what your bits or bobbles are, okay? So, challenge. Speaking of the divine feminine here, yay. And the unconscious realm swimming this river. The high priestess comes through. Like I said, I feel like we're on this journey, you guys, of that current and that finding that flow. The challenge here is this is hard. Kind of back to the ego, I guess. When we're looking at experiencing this third dimension as a human, encapsulating and emulating these divine energies, that in and of itself is a bit of a harsh dichotomy. I feel like it's like it shouldn't exist, but it does. And because it does, there are a lot of trials that come with like holding and navigating that energy. And so what I feel like with this, with the high priestess coming in, there is a lot of hidden knowledge to this path, this vehicle that we're using and driving right now. that is, what I'm getting is like this idea of Disney releasing some of their movies from the vault. The vault is open. There, not every secret is coming forward, but there are some pieces of information coming forward that are maybe a little bit difficult to swallow and navigate, to assimilate into this experience. So that's what the challenge here is like, maybe you see or feel some truth, but you're like, I don't know what to do with this. Maybe it's overloading the system a little bit. Maybe it's frying a few neurons, right? Eight of Cups comes in here next for the challenge. With this new information that's coming in the form of downloads, dreams especially, I feel like, you guys, Eight of Cups is leaving something behind. Feeling like something is missing, being abandoned. I feel like this is speaking to this experience. Like there's a very intricate adjustment that needs to happen between the archetypes in our psychology. Okay. Like I said, ego, super ego, id. Whether you want to look at it like, our persona, our animus, our anima, inner child, divine masculine, divine feminine. That's a lot of balancing, you guys. And I feel like there's this feeling of like, I just don't want to deal with it right now. They're kind of turning away from that. It's feeling like a bit of an overload, a bit of a frying of the system. How does Pisces approach this energy or this challenge? How do we help a Pisces in this situation? I feel like you guys I'm feeling drawn back to that. You know where to find me, or you know where to go. What does that mean? Page of Wands here. I feel like there's a need in your challenge here. There's a need to have some naivety towards this situation, to allow yourself to experience something new. Like something that has happened in the past. We're not letting, like people off the hook necessarily, or ignoring pain, trauma, damage that has happened, or injustices. But there's a request here to like not let that jade you so much that you can't. Again, I'm being brought back to the glow of the gold, and now I'm seeing a glow of silver as well. There's something about that feeling bitter, being jaded by experience, that is preventing a childlike, wonderful, creative energy that's needed to fully assimilate this download, you guys. Oof, okay. Three of Cups comes in here at the bottom as well. I do feel like there's some great success here in connecting with your soul tribe. And I feel like the more that you tap into this energy or direction that the message is talking about, the more you're being drawn towards these people who are also experiencing the same thing, who are also on their way to the fifth dimension, right? Be open to change here. Be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth was at the bottom. Okay, Pisces, let's move forward here. We'll do three pieces of advice or messages here for Pisces, please, Spirit. Oh, okay. Those all flew out at the same time. Wow, okay. Leap of faith, taking a risk, stepping into the beauty of the unknown. Like I said, there's this feeling of like needing to, you're not totally shutting the ego off. Like I said, we do need some of it to keep us safe to a degree, but you're being asked to have some faith, to let some hope come back. If you feel hope, don't waste it. There's this Josh Groban song that's coming through. If you find love, don't waste it. If you feel hope, embrace it. Okay? Or was it the other way? If you feel hope, don't waste it. If you find love, don't embrace it. Okay? Either way, do both for both. Okay? Soulmate, the divine will provide you with love when you're ready. Speaking of, there may be somebody, speaking of the divine masculine and feminine, in this action of self-healing, whether it is the divine masculine or the divine feminine within us. I feel like there is a need of self-healing of the divine masculine within us and without all of us. That is also allowing space for the divine feminine within all of us to heal too. And in having that balance come forward, those of you that are ready for this divine relationship as well that's coming forward. And I love that for you. Stress, cleanse and detoxify from unnecessary commitments. I feel like this is an encouragement to just let go of what isn't needed right now. If it's not feeding your soul, let it go. Just let it go. I'm going to move into animal spirit messages here and the oracle. This might be I know we're past 30 minutes already. I like to keep them under 30 minutes, but I'm feeling called to pull some more on that meditation. I want to know more about this place of meeting. Spirit, can you tell me more about the colors here? What is the central place? Or why is it important for Pisces? 10 of Wands and the Sun. Okay, I feel, so what's coming through, Sun is divine masculine, like I said. In this action of self-healing, allowing this rebirth by fire even. Okay. So that gold healing, like I said, that is the destination here right now. In getting that taken care of, 10 of Wands is what fell out. Releasing something here, burden on the heart. This is the burden on the heart. Is the unhealed portions of the divine masculine that are healable, that need to be self-healed. Ooh, but there is a need for heat to heal this. Anything else on that, please, Spirit? The Chariot. The Queen of Cups here again. Again, I feel like that protective quality of the gold, like I said, like the divine masculine is needed in this journey to keep the entity safe, but it can't in the state that it's in right now. The Chariot here, this is the journey I feel like that we're talking about here. It is such positive progression and movement. It's like this, it feels like this hyper jump wherever this white star is. And I feel like it's accessible when things come into balance. The Chariot, though, does not come without its challenges. There is a need to get the light and dark horses here bridled in the same direction. That divine masculine and feminine, you guys. So that's where this message is coming, okay, to a focal point, is we're talking about balancing the divine masculine and feminine. And again, this has nothing to do with sex, all right, gender. We're talking about divine energies. This is something that we all have a responsibility to work within ourselves and for everyone else. For ourselves first, but we are, after all, only walking each other home, right? As Rumi says. How can we do that if we don't carry our own weight, you know? And that's what I feel like we're talking about here. Lovely. So let's get into your animal spirit messages, Pisces. This is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle. What do we have here for Pisces, please, Spirit? Rabbit. So rabbit energy, whoop. This just, I'll get a camera down here eventually, but this just fell out of my hands here and fell face down. I feel like this is an energy that is trying to be seen inside of us, of you, whoever this message is for. But there is a component, I feel like, with the ego that's trying to hide this too. So the rabbit talks about fear. The book mentions the rabbit is going around to their friends and saying, the eagle's going to eat me, the eagle's going to eat me, I'm so afraid of this. And the eagle overhears the rabbit talking about this and thinks, wow, that's a great idea. I do feel hungry, actually, and rabbit sounds great. So he swoops down and eats the rabbit. It's this concept of like what we are focusing on is that manifestation, or speaking that into existence. Now, again, find balance, okay? It's okay to admit where we may feel fearful. In RuPaul's new book, he says, like, it's okay to look into the darkness. Don't let it pull you in. And that's kind of what I feel here. I feel the same with the light, though, too, you guys. There are boundaries that are required for both components. Like, as an example, in the light, we don't, we need to create boundaries for ourselves because we're not here to like bleed ourselves dry to heal other people, right? There are boundaries that are required. Love is in the realm of light. We require boundaries as a human being to keep ourselves safe in that way. It's similar to the dark. It's important to recognize that there is fear there, but there are boundaries that are required with that too to keep us safe. So this is just pointing to that. I feel like there's an encouragement in the book. I'm feeling like we need to look up here real quick. A day of silence. Okay, yep. To bring this into balance, a day of silence. Try having a day of silence, you guys, especially in this period with the new moon in Pisces. I feel like there are many things that are coming through for us to pontificate on, to think about, to elucidate on, right? Okay, Spirit, what do we have here for Pisces? And this is the Wild Unknown archetype oracle as well. Do love me some Kim Crans. I haven't gotten her tarot deck yet, but that'll be next. Probably could have bought a house by now with all the cards that I bought. The Threshold. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Okay, let's read this from the book here. So what is that? 45? 9. Right? 4 and 5? 9. Something coming to an end. 4D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Threshold. The door, the gate, the initiation. We cross thresholds continually, consciously and unconsciously. Doorways, gates, and entryways grace our path on a daily basis. When this card arises, it signifies the precipice you stand upon is not your typical one. However, and I definitely feel that this is not typical. You have arrived at a threshold of initiation, here to usher you into a new reality, this fifth dimensional ascension, I feel. It requires you to leave behind the you that you thought was so well formed. A new frontier calls, and this is that component of the ego, I feel. This is not easy work. Threshold initiation means a part of you will be lost in order to make space for what is next. A metaphorical death must occur, that world card that came through. Some may not recognize you. You may struggle to recognize yourself. The ground seems to crumble as you free fall into your new reality. This is the liminal realm. One step, dear friend. Just take that one necessary step toward the future that calls you. So in the light, growth, individuation, ease. In the liminal, when dark, resisting, refusal to grow, barriers, and boundaries. Interesting talking about the boundaries there. I feel like I stand by the message. I'm not going back on anything that I said. What is coming through on this, though, in the dark is this request to view the boundaries that you do have. Are they set in the places that are the most healthy for you? Or do they need to be redrawn? We are constantly evolving and we are constantly changing, and who we were yesterday is not who we were meant to be today or tomorrow. The whole point of this video game is to change. It's literally the only constant in life. So, yeah, Pisces, you guys, interesting journey. Let's do it. Keep swimming, my friends. I love you so much, and thank you for joining me here. As far as the free reading, hop into the description of this video. You can join the Phoenix Fam newsletter there. It is free to subscribe. I'm giving away one free reading to active subscribers once a month. I do, like I said, offer personal readings. If you're interested, you can check out my website there. And I do also have my PayPal and Cash App links in the description if you feel called to donate. I truly appreciate it, you guys. It does help this channel and allow me to provide these readings. So thank you so much for your support. I will see you all very, very soon. Please enjoy the ride here, you guys. I know you can do it. Okay. Love you.